It's my last full day and I'm heading to the region of Moule.
California is a good place, California.
Expensive.
Yes, here is an American people.
Yeah.
That's good, yeah.
We are American, we are French, international. He was here standing yesterday like 2 hours. Was no bus, no taxi.
Ah, problem.
Yeah.
Let's go to Oga, Matthews Myers here. What do you do? It's a good time, eh? Very good time, big island.
Yeah, big island, yeah.
Allez, no good driver.
This is like for whole family?
Yeah, that's for the family, yeah. 1 people, 5 people, 6 people.
Like a houses.
Fish market.
yeah.
Bonjour monsieur. Montre-moi la course en fait de touristes à voir mal garé là. S'il te plaît. Merci, the name is the last. Ok, merci mon frère, bonne journée. The village, Moule village, okay?
Okay, aviento. We're just outside of town of Moule on Grande-Terre in the Ouatibi archaeological park. It's home to a mysterious site which has been dubbed the Caribbean Stonehenge. Look at this. What the heck? That's okay. Oh wow, and this is at Ouatibi, Tibi, in the Caribbean Stonehenge. Now the name Ouatibi, Tibi, is actually the indigenous word that means frog, but very little is known about this site. It has, for whatever reason, been neglected by archaeologists, maybe because they're scared to study it, because it sort of defies and goes against everything we know about pre-Columbian cultures in this region, because as far as we know, it's the only site of its kind that exists in the Caribbean. There is a megalithic site on Antigua, but that one's very small, nothing of this scale, and some speculate this may have even been built by a civilization predating the Arawak. And that was even more advanced. They're certain it's not Colinago. The Colinago were less advanced but far more vicious. And I drew a line on one of the latitudes and it actually passed through Tikal, Guatemala. So yeah, there's definitely something going on with this site. It was most likely just a ceremonial site. If you look at it from above, you can see that it's actually built in the shape of a rounded swastika, and some of these rocks also have mysterious glyphs on them, and also these perfectly circular holes. Oh yeah, you see some petroglyphs on this one here. Completely different to other petroglyphs left in the Caribbean. Yeah, not sure what this is. May have been some studies they were trying to conduct to see if there's some archaeoastronomy going on. Check out there, see this. Oh yeah, these are the holes I was talking about. How on earth did they carve this? Look how smooth that is. And what were they for? I'm not sure what kind of rock this is. If it's basalt, that would make it even stranger, because this island is all limestone, and as far as I know, this is the only pre-Columbian site on Grande-Terre, and weirdly, you won't even find it on any maps. Yeah, the only thing archaeologists are certain about is that it was some sort of ceremonial site. I think it might have been connected to some sort of frog cult.
Zrobię na morze i na ten.
site was first excavated in the 1950s with the help of a sugar manager named Edgar Clerc, who had no formal archaeological training but had a passion for the field, having been born on an archaeological site on Martinique. There was a strange amulet found at the site, as well as some other artifacts that have been taken to the nearby Edgar Clerc Museum. So I think that's where we should head next. Founded in 1635 under the name Portland, Moule served as Guadeloupe's first colonial capital. It became the island's biggest economic powerhouse and a stronghold for colonial aristocracy in the 18th century, thanks mostly to its sugarcane production and position on the Atlantic coast. But this also made it a strategic target for the British fleet, and in 1809 it was the site of a heroic battle between the French and British. In 1828 it was granted the rights to export commodities directly to mainland France. This boom lasted until around the 1850s. Much of what we see today was constructed after the great 1843 earthquake and 1928 hurricane.
The Hotel de Ville.
I thought hotel meant like where you sleep, but yeah,
it's in the Catholic shop.
City Hall.
It's in the Catholic shop.
Ce n'est pas sans raison que je chante pour toi cette mélodie. Belle négresse créole, à jeune Jean Galon, yo sais pas parler. 15 minutes en avion, 45 en bateau, au moins qu'à explorer ta beauté magnifique. Pour raison ça yo moi pas qu'oublier.
During his stint as an amateur archaeologist, Edgar Clerc had amassed his own private collection of artifacts. Thanks to a generous donation from him in the summer of 1984, the island was able to open this free museum dedicated to Guadeloupe's pre-Columbian history. Frog amulet that they found at the site we were just at. While most of the artifacts are from this region known as Morel, we also have artifacts from the Taino of the Greater Antilles, as well as Marie Gallon and Gosier, and from the peninsula east of Saint Francois. natives at this Yarad. On the peninsula east of San Francois were found some Amerindian remains, and from the skull, the archaeologists were actually able to reconstruct what they may have looked like. They also found evidence of endo-cannibalism, a macabre ritual which involves the consumption of human ashes for superstitious purposes. About the terre in the jungle part of the island, you can find the salt rock with these Amerindian petroglyphs carved into them, and here we also have a rhinestone similar to the kind we have in California and North America. And these petroglyphs were dated to the 4th century.
Moi je suis du Gosier, ça va faire trop loin. Si tu habites au Moule.
À Gosier?
Ouais, je suis à Gosier, je suis pas au Moule. Doctor de minivan, mais you live in Gosier, just people live in Moule. Different class, yeah. People think it's a lady shop. Lady shop.
The men need to be naked. Nothing for men.
Ladies in the shop, to the toilet.
This is fish market.
They sold all of this guy's...
Un photo là après, ou un photo là, mais c'est américain. Droit là, merci mon frère. C'est droit co-FN.
What was this, tuna?
No. Droit co-FN.
I thought we were gonna have dolphin fish, maybe.
Le pélican, c'est emblème Gosier, l'île de pélican. Ok? Le pélican.
Non toutes nous chanter avec moi. Et pour garçon content, ça fait mon pile plaisir. La Guadeloupe, la Martinique, Saint-Martin, la belle des Antilles.
Today I ordered a French cream of mushroom soup. This time they put chicken breast instead of legs. And it turns out I can get a doggy bag, so it's probably going to be my last meal in Guadeloupe. Back at our hotel for one last swim. Yeah, that excursion wasn't cheap, but it was worth it and way better than taking the bus, and the driver Desiree was excellent. Only thing about the cabbies is they're a bit sneaky because they won't quote you a price even though they know more or less how much it'll cost. And they won't give you your change. Turn off their meters. That's our hotel over there. Artificial island right here. It's the last one I've still been air shopping. Kind of trying to prolong this day because it's sad I have to leave already. Hi.
He's our friend.
Hi. Yeah, do you want to say something? Well, why should Americans come to Guadeloupe? Yeah, our friend from the store. It's our last morning and we have no water. The French West Indies, specifically Guadeloupe, are a place that has been on my bucket list for a long time. But I knew that traveling around Guadeloupe would be a bit of a challenge. This may have been my most challenging trip to date, but also one of my favorites. I was worried what it would be like traveling here as a non-French speaking American. I once saw a meme that said, "You don't remember what people said, but how they made you feel." I experienced so much kindness here that I can't even describe. It was the warmth of the people that made me truly fall in love with this place and made me want to explore more of France and its territory. What makes someone French is their principles and personality. You can find the same kind of sights, beaches, and landscapes on other islands. But the French vibe is what truly made it different and unlike any Caribbean island I've visited.
Tombe la neige, tu ne viendras pas ce soir. Tombe la neige, et mon cœur s'habille de noir. Ce soyeux cortège, tout en larmes blanches, l'oiseau sur la branche pleure le sortilège. Tu ne viendras pas ce soir.